pieces. I'm going to start with this old bus. Yeah, all white Italia airport coach. Quite nice. Not particularly good condition, but and you can see it probably needs a good clean as well. This is quite interesting. I've got a couple of these fire engines, and they quite nicely show the transition between the early superfast with the skinny wheels and the slightly later superfast with the slightly fatter wheels. Quite a nice piece. This one's missing, obviously missing its ladder. I've got a good mind to take the ladder off this one and stick it on this one, just for because this one is in actually very reasonably good condition. Slight few dents here and there, but overall very cool. You can see this one, yeah, it's a bit tattered. I think I do have one of these in very good condition, if I remember right. And here's a nice little piece for my collection of VW Beetles from Matchbox, which I'm kind of collecting a bit. Not bad at all. A nice little white one. I think I've got a red one somewhere with the skinny wheels, but this is again is an early piece, but again this is missing the little number plate on the front there. So it's a slight variation. Very nice. Oh yes, I found myself a new, well, another little Lotus. So I'm going to bring on the K5 bus here, and in the back here we're going to just check out which vehicle it is we found. I do actually have quite a few of these to show you today. I'll just lower the back there. Alright, so I know which one it was I found now. Basically I found this one here. And the reason I'm going to show you all three of these vehicles together is because they're all slightly different to each other. The one I found is actually this one, and it's the I believe one of the earlier releases from when it first came out. You can tell this by the axles. If you notice there where the wheels go through the axles, there's quite a lot of play there. And also another difference on this one is the smooth bodywork on it. Now to highlight that, I bought this one here out. Now if you notice, this one's got ridges, and that's because the later models used stickers, and they used these little die-cast raised lines to help place the stickers. As you notice, this transfer is slightly over, isn't it? But that's also the same case on the sides here as well. If you notice, there's slightly raised edges. There we can see it better with this one. Now the interesting thing that they did to make this model better, if you notice, they've cast in some axle holders. So they've actually got discs placed in there in order to stop the play of the axle. Just bring this one up here again, the original. So I was quite pleased to find this one, being kind of, I'm not really a variation kind of guy, but it is nice to find an old piece and have a slightly newer piece to compare it to. There's also another version of this particular vehicle that I want to find, which is an orange one. So that'll be nice. I'll have my full Jim Clark collection. So there we go. Of course, yeah, the wheels fall off. And another interesting feature of these vehicles is that the rear wheels should have a fat wheel, and the front wheel should have a skinny wheel. Now on this one here, this is one I play around with. I've actually got fat wheels on front and back, and I found that the combine harvester wheel fits nicely on that little axle. And there we go. My Jim Clark K5 special wagoneering section. And we'll just put these babies back in here again. Quite like this vehicle, as you well know. And there we go. Come on then, Jim Clark and Graham Hill can get back in there again. See you later. Right, next up I found this. Now I've never seen this vehicle before. This is absolutely splendid. It's a number 20, the Mack dump truck. And what I really liked about this was, it's got the separate tyres. They're made of plastic, they're not rubber. but it has a nice tipping system on the back there. Quite nice. It needs a good clean up. I've literally just got this, so I'm just going to show it to you as I found it. But what I will be doing is just going around it with a toothbrush and picking all the mud off of it. It's obviously been played with quite considerably, but great to see it in good, well, in good order. I think, given its age. It's from around about 1968-69, so great to find this piece. Very, very nice. And now it's time. Here it is, Moco. And this is number 17A from the Matchbox Moco line, and sort of released around about 1956, that sort of time. This is the original colour. Now I have a green one, and I believe it was released in blue as well. But this was the original colour is this kind of burgundy red. Then it goes blue and then green. But absolutely brilliant piece to have. Very chuffed to find it. And also this one has got, by the looks of it, the gold grille. So it is, yes, it's the actual early release. It started off with a gold grille, and then it goes into a silver grille. I did initially think it was silver, but seeing it under the lights here, that is definitely gold. So yeah, very pleased to have this one in the collection. Doesn't say the number on it anywhere, unfortunately, which is really, really frustrating. I'm always looking for the 17A. You can see there, Lesney, made in England. But I do know it's a 17A. Anyway, this is K5 saying thanks for watching, checking out my loose action this month. Sorry there wasn't very much of it, but you get fallow months, you get good months, and there will be more next month. So ta-ta for now. Hi everyone, it's K5 here. I'm going to look at my corgi to Hot Wheel collection. Well, let's have a look at the taxis. Here we've got a selection of taxis. I've also got a corgi taxi in a box, and I've got two other corgi taxis in relatively good condition. This one, the reason I've got these two out is to show you the two different wheel variations on there. The base, there's no difference. They're both made in China, which makes them late, as in a 1990s, late 80s, 90s model. Now, the great feature of these cars is that they have opening doors. Can't go wrong with opening doors. Fabulous. Squeeze all the passengers in there. Charge a good fare. But to cap it all, this particular taxi, which has, someone's already opened it and resealed it, so I have no compunction in opening it up. This particular model is made in Great Britain. Slots it right back nicely to the 1980s, and an interesting feature again with having a box actually gives you a little bit of history. If we notice on the base there, circa 1984. So that clearly tells us that this taxi was around since 1984. And interestingly, it's been kept in that box, but look at the damage there. This is all caused by storage in a box. So yeah, it's definitely high time to let her out for a little run around. That's a beautiful, beautiful piece. And on that note, let's take a look at the Hot Wheel version. Again, from 1996, clearly showing that all these models came into the lineup in 1997 after after Mattel had finally got rid of one of their big rivals, Mettoy. But at least they had the grace to put some of these models out there for us to enjoy one last time. And yes, this one is coming out finally. And what a brilliant, brilliant piece. Let's have a look at this. It's still got the metal base, still got the made in China on the base. So let's have a look at a made in China model. So all the stampings are the same, except for that corgi replaced by a little Hot Wheel logo. So let's take a good look around this car. So we've retained, yes, it's still got the opening doors. Fabulous. Seems to me that the slight quality issues with this casting, obviously it's an old casting, it's been around, well, this is a 1997-96 casting, so it's been around for 12 years from the original 1984 casting. But it hasn't fared too badly. Some definite differences around the door frames there. This base feels rougher. Seems to me that there's some thinning out there of the bumpers, and actually, to be fair, they look really good on the Hot Wheel version. But overall, a splendid, splendid piece. Marvellous. So pleased to have that one out. That's going straight onto Instagram, believe it or not. Okay, continuing with the theme. In this situation, I don't have this particular Hot Wheel in a box, but rest assured the box would probably look a lot like that, and it'd just be sitting in one of these boxes doing that. So I'm very pleased to have it loose. Now this is the Hot Wheel Land Rover Defender. It's resplendent, absolutely resplendent in orange and blue. Looks really, really, really cool. Let's take a look at the Hot Wheel, the corgi version. Now let's have a take a little shifty around the box. Copyright 1985. So this one's slightly newer than that taxi. And here we go. So these wheels here, we can safely say were from around about 1986. There it is, there they are, little 1986 wheels. How many have we got with 1986 wheels? There we go, here's another 1986 wheel job. Interesting, the change over there from the usual spokes from corgi. Very nice piece. Let's have a little look on the base again. Made in Great Britain, made in China. So in my studies of the history of mettoy, in particular for the corgi line, we can safely say that in 1986 or thereabouts they were still in the UK, and by 1997 they moved to China. So there's a little bit of history I need to research. But yeah, I do like my Land Rovers. Lovely.